everyone. The first of two press conferences here today. We're going to start now, and of course the big show press conference will start in around 15 minutes. A very exciting announcement for Matchroom's involvement in amateur boxing. Obviously, you know what we do in professional boxing. Some of you will know about the Matchroom Boxing Foundation that we launched earlier this year. Of course, one of the clubs involved, the Golden Gloves in Liverpool, have benefited from it already. We've invested heavily in professional boxing over the last few years, particularly at the elite level. Delighted to be welcomed by one of our future world champions, movie star, and three-time ABA champion as well, Tony Bellew. And we've invested a lot into grassroots boxing as well. Now we want to just switch it up a little bit and invest in what I call the elite grassroots level, which is the ABA Championship. We're delighted to announce today that the Matchroom Boxing Foundation will be the official title sponsor of the elite national finals, known to many as the ABA Championships. We've seen some wonderful fighters progress from those, and of course many of those on our stable, and Tony Bellew, of course, Anthony Joshua, Carl Froch, Callum Smith. The list is endless, really, and it's a wonderful event, of course, here in Liverpool as well. And when Charles Meehan came on to us asking us for our support, we felt it was very important that we invest in this tournament, of course, to make sure that the cream of the crop come and join us at Matchroom Boxing and also at Sky Sports Boxing, but also so that the event can flourish. You know, it's set up wonderfully at the arena, and we're delighted to be behind it. Before I pass on to Charles Meehan and Tom Gilbert, I'm just going to ask Tony Bellew to say a few words. He's kindly come along today. He's very passionate about the sport of boxing and also the role that amateur boxing plays to the game.
I think it's a great thing that, you know, professional boxing and amateur boxing are kind of helping each other out in a way. It's without, you know, the amateur game being as successful as it is, then we're not going to get as many good pros coming through. Ultimately, that leads down to from sponsorship to helping with amateur gyms. The likes of myself just wouldn't be in this position or would never have thrown a punch without a club like what's under ABC for me. So I'm very lucky, very fortunate that I was part of a great club. But these clubs are now diminishing and falling apart, each one after another, and it's very, I'm from the south of Liverpool, and there's not even an amateur boxing club close to me now. Golden Gloves was thrown away to one side, then Eddie came in and helped that out. They're back up and running now. The likes of Long Lane, ABC, they're gone. There's just so many amateur boxing clubs in this city, but none from actually where I'm from and down in South Liverpool. There's an awful lot more in the north end of Liverpool, but like I say, it needs to be spread out, because in these deprived areas, it's these kind of clubs where kids can really come alive and really find themselves. And like I say, without that places that I've been to, your rotundas and your other gyms, then I'd be lost and I wouldn't be absolutely anywhere. I'd be still in the pillow factory making pillows, to be totally honest. So, you know, I'm very lucky, very fortunate, and I think it's great what Matchroom are doing alongside England, not just for the elite championships, but on a whole. You know, amateur boxing needs to be brought back to life, and we need to find superstars again, like we do at the Olympics every 4 years, and things like that need to be pushed forward.
Just quickly on the ABA Championship, like I said, you won it 3 times. As an amateur boxer, the absolute, you know, it's such an important event, isn't it? And to win it is really a coup de grace for any amateur fighter.
Amateur boxing is fantastic, and the ABA title to me at the time meant the world to me. I remember thinking, was I ever good enough to win an ABA title? Then to actually go on and win it and defend it 2 more times, so winning it 3 times all in all was an unbelievable achievement. You go down in the history books when you win an ABA title. It's as simple as that. It's something that will stick with you forever. And you know, the people that have been linked with ABA titles, some absolutely amazing fighters from, you know, even as far back as, you know, you've got myself, you've got all the Smith brothers winning 1, Joshua winning 1, and then you even go as far back to your likes of your Henry Coopers, your Frank Brunos. They're also ABA champions, and it's just a long established title that you pick up as an amateur that gets you an awful lot of credit, and it's amazing to take part of and amazing to win.
Thanks, Tony, and thanks for coming along today. Charlie, tell us a little bit more about the event. Obviously, it's evolved since the likes of Tony won the event in a huge arena now as well, and commercially now a big operation.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, first of all, Eddie being a professional at these events has basically said everything I was going to say about Matchroom Foundation and what was going to happen. But we're absolutely delighted that that Matchroom are supporting us. They do a lot of work now with grassroots, with the Golden Gloves gym. They were very fantastic supporters of that, and we're just delighted that we're sort of treated as I suppose, secondary schools where up until now we educate and we teach and whatever, and then they go on to GB boxing, then they go to the big outside world, and we never get any recognition for that really, or any financial support, and we're just really thrilled that Matchroom have stepped up to the plate and actually put their money where their mouth is, where everyone else has really not done that. And we're very grateful, and we hope that the relationship will go on for a long, long time. The event basically goes on for 3 days, the 29th and the 30th of April to the 1st of May, Sunday the 1st of May, where we'll have our finals, which will be 10 men and 10 women fighting to be crowned the champions of the amateur champions of England. And hopefully they will go on and become, like Tony, potential champions. And we have people like Tony DeGale, Frank Bruno, David Hay, David Hay have all been champions. We've got Luke Campbell, have been Olympic champions, Nicola Adams, and without the support of people like the Matchroom Foundation, we wouldn't be able to carry on really. And we look after 900 clubs, over 900 clubs, and they all need, some are quite well off, but the majority are really poor, and they need the support of the guys like Matchroom who do very well. And we look forward to working with Matchroom perhaps in the future.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Charlie. Before we go, I think just to recap, I think it's so important to everybody who can help amateur boxing. Obviously, we do what we can. How many times we talk about the need for government funding? You know, obviously the facility down in Sheffield with the GB boxes is second to none. But I want to see more investment in the grassroots of the game, more investment in inner city boxing. You know, anyone who's got children involved in the sport, I'm sure Tony feels the same. What it can do for them. Forget the elite level. Forget fighters going on to become great professionals, fighters going on to represent their country. But what it can do in terms of discipline and respect for young children these days, I think is pivotal to the community, and we'll be pushing as hard as we can on a political level. Won't bore you with that now, but to try and improve as much investment as we can into the sport, because while we're doing our bit, it's not enough, and we need help from corporate organisations like us, but more importantly, we need help from the government to make sure that we progress the sport right from the bottom to the top, and that's what we're trying to do. So please get behind this event over the road at the Echo Arena in a couple of weeks' time. It's a wonderful event, and there's some great young fighters taking part. Everyone on here is going to be available for one-on-ones if you need us, and we're going to have a quick costume change, and we'll have the main event press conference in about 15 minutes. Thanks for listening. Cheers.
Thank you.